Hey guys, it's your humble host, or Akil if you prefer. So I'm back with a legal update, and it's a pretty big one on the Save James situation. It's been a while. I do have a new court document, and then to touch upon something that was put on the blog a few weeks ago that I missed. However, there has been, if you guys follow their Facebook, which all the links are going to be in the description below, you will notice that the pre-trial is tomorrow. So we're going to go over that. I'm going to read what's here, and then I'm going to show you the document that I have received and shows Anna's up to her old shenanigans again. So let's get going. James got his haircut, and I covered how Anne found another motion to prevent James, or rather Jeff, from getting James's haircut, which that failed, called it, because it had already been settled, and she was trying to regurgitate the same crap again. Anyway, James got his hair cut after expensive legal approvals from the court. Anne Gorgelis is trying to hyperfeminize James before trial. She administers biotin to make James' hair grow abnormally fast and long. Biotin is a hair product. A lot of people use it to make their hair grow faster, and it's also a supplement, but it's also a liquid, and you should be able to find it in like any hair care aisle depending on the store, carries it. So it comes in various forms, but still messed up what she's trying to do with it. Jeff is trying to keep the status quo and maintain James' hair as it is. The courts require Jeff to get approval before cutting James' hair. Jeff has to send pictures and videos. It costs a great deal of money in legal fees, and it does. What we discussed last time was that I believe, got the numbers correctly, it was $350 an hour for his evaluator, and then $350 an hour for Anne's lawyer to meet his evaluator, so $700 an hour in total. And I've shown the haircut party video twice now. And in that video, you will see James laugh and say he gets to have his hair cut, and so he can set it the way that he wants to. And this woman is freaking crazy. I don't even know why people are continuing to fuel this garbage with her. She needs to be freaking evaluated. Anyway, Anne Gorgelis increased legal opposition against cutting James' hair, which failed miserably twice. This time, Amicus attorney and the custody evaluator had to get involved in the approval process. Jeff has to pay for all these approvals. It's very costly for Jeff to get approval for haircuts. And guess what? The evaluator, after seeing all the evidence and how James is, approved it, and the evaluation is still going, so that is not done yet. A pre-trial is scheduled before Judge Kim Cooks on May 22nd, 2019, which is tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. sharp. The hearing helps Judge Cooks understand what issues still need to be resolved at trial and to set a final trial date. This is very important now. The trial date can be up to a year away, which adds to legal fees. Judge Cooks could require costly legal activities before trial, such as a mandatory arbitration, which meaning you settle it outside of the courts, a final settlement conference, and other useless legal activities. Associate Judge Scott Bishop meets with the counsel after the pre-trial hearing to discuss the issues relating to Anne Gorgelis' motions. Anne keeps filing the same freaking motions after they get slapped down. She thinks if she waits a while, files again, they will go through. They've always been smacked down. As I said, this woman's nuts. It is not an evidentiary hearing, so the lawyers only will probably meet in his chambers to review. Now, I've touched base with Jeff, texted him about what's going on after seeing the legal update posted on the Facebook page of SaveJames.com, or I will have all the links in the description below. So I touched base with him. He does not have to be present. It is just the lawyers and the judge. And also, this is something interesting too. The judge says he is not inclined to seal the records and that the haircut issue has already been adjudicated. So what that means is that Judge Scott Bishop does not want to seal the records. He's not even tempting the idea, because they try to tempt fate like that once, and we keep saying, we're going to drop everything if you seal everything away. I have everything. I'm going through and archiving things again. So good luck with that. And as well as the issue already being adjudicated, that means it's already been squashed, settled, dealt with. He said his piece on it. But because of this crazy ass woman does not take no for an answer, and it's freaking delusional, he has to deal with all this crap again. So I actually give kudos to this judge, because the lights have slowly been coming on. And that's not a dig at him, but it's just like he's seeing what's going on because there's evidence. And I can't imagine either judge playing out this for too much longer without getting heat. So we expect a flurry of costly legal activity by Anne Gorgliss and a lawyer. So she's more than likely going to try all this BS, which she's already been trying and has failed miserably because the story's been getting out more and more and more, and people have been collecting stuff. So please go visit the website, go visit the YouTube channel, and I suggest you guys grab everything again because, yeah, no, she's trying this bullshit again. So the custody evaluation is still going. We have no further updates from Dr. Al Britton. The Texas legislature failed to outlaw child sex changes. This is something Jeff was helping to work on in the state of Texas, meeting with senators. Read that again. Republicans have not outlawed transgender child abuse in Texas, and it is flat out child abuse. Rep. Jay Dane introduced reasonable legislation to the Juvenile Justice and Family Issues Committee. Democrat James Tallarico killed it in committee with the assistance of Republican Andrew Murr. Oh my God, wow. I need to read up on that. Rep. Tallarico also killed an equal parenting bill in the same committee. Oh, I wonder why. James is fighting for his life. The Texas legislator isn't going to protect him. Our last hope is in the courts, and the most expensive court battle approaches. Please help us save James, save thousands of children. And I'm going to have all the donation links in the description as well. So we're going to take a look at this. This is 4 pages. This was filed on the 3rd of 2019. This is Jeff's answer, respondent's answer to petitioner's motion to clarify temporary orders. So Anne has already gone through and tried to do this shit twice. And they're going to list it 2 times here. Now comes respondent Jeffrey Damon Younger, who files this his answer to petitioner's motion to clarify temporary orders filed herein on April 12, 2019, and in support thereof show unto the court the following. Prior orders background. This case is a modification proceeding involving twin 6-year-old minor boys originally filed by petitioner Anne Gorgliss on April 6, 2018. The parties have appeared before the court on July 10, 2018 and July 31, 2018. August 29, 2018, and September 11, 2018, well, that's more than 3 times, regarding petitioner's various requests for temporary orders and other relief. The petitioner mother has enrolled on the party's sons in school as a girl under the name Luna, which is bullshit because you put him through, I don't know how much mental abuse and embarrassment, because when the story broke, I'm pretty sure everybody now knows he's a boy. The school is freaking stupid to go along with your delusions. Anyway, he is sent to school by petitioner wearing girls' clothing and makeup, and he uses girls' restroom at school, which is even more embarrassing and I'm sure quite traumatic. During his father's periods of possession, the son dresses as a boy, plays with other boys, and he goes to church as a boy with his father, respondent, which James chooses to. He is not forced to dress any sort of way, and as we've seen with the videos, he wants to get his haircut like a boy. Freaking craziness. One issue that has repeatedly raised with petitioner was whether or not the respondent father should be prohibited from obtaining haircuts for his twin sons as requested by the petitioner, which have been smacked down because there's evidence that he wants to dress as a boy. Again, this woman is crazy. The court heard testimony regarding this very issue and after careful deliberation ruled as follows. The hair of James Luna is to be worn in a manner that is normal for both a 6-year-old boy and girl. Parties must obtain permission from the MECA's attorney and follow the instructions of the MECA's attorney regarding haircuts for the child. See the Associate Judge Report, August 3, 2018. Since that time, the respondent father has carefully adhered to the court's ruling, and he's been getting permission every single time, and has had to go through the freaking legal process and paid lots of money just to keep his son groomed. It's ridiculous. And has sent the MECA's attorney photographs of proposed hairstyle, and he approved. So, all of what Jeff has been doing with James's hair has been approved by the courts. Keep that in mind now. This woman is crazy. She keeps, again, filing the same motion, getting smacked down. She just, license needs to be stripped away, my opinion. There has been no change in the circumstances of the child since the hearing on August 3, 2018 that warrant or justify in any way further proceedings before the court on the issue of haircuts, because there's video evidence. The matter was raised, argued, and decided after evidentiary hearings, excuse me if I pronounce this wrong, and until the custody evaluator completes his evaluation, there's absolutely no basis for petitioner motions To clarify, as there is nothing ambiguous whatsoever in the court's ruling on the haircut issue, and that's true. Anne wants to try to present to the courts James as a girl, and it's not going to work. There's already too much evidence. And as for a motion to seal, because she is trying to do that again, which I will read something else to you after I get finished with this legal document, is she's trying to talk with the judge, or rather her lawyers, about sealing everything away. Again, you get everything sealed away on here, I drop it all again. I've been collecting stuff. I may not have every tiny thing, but all the YouTube videos and all the court documents I've been able to get my hands on, yeah, I will drop those again. I have an entire computer folder full of this stuff. Ever since the Save James stuff, I've been collecting and putting everything into a folder. And also, let's not forget the bullshit that you try to pull, Anne, when you try to send Jeff and his lawyer this big fat packet of some sort of agreement saying that you should be able to decide what stays where it goes, and Jeff and his lawyer pretty much gave you the finger. So you've tried all sorts of crazy shit. You've tried to accuse him of a domestic violence, which he got acquitted of when, surprise, he had a witness in the truck, which you had no idea about. The fact that you have coerced your daughter and your niece into telling wild stories, what's been documented in the dossier, yeah, no, you are crazy. The last people you should be around are children. Like, legit, you are crazy. Petitioner's motion to clarify is brought solely for the improper purposes of harassment, intimidation, and to needlessly increase the cost of litigation for the respondent father, which is true enough, because she has tried to financially cripple him time and time again, and again, it has not worked. Donation links in the description below, please. We are getting near the climax of this entire situation. And such actions by the petitioner should not be tolerated. Petitioner should be ordered to pay respondents reasonable fees and costs for having to respond to the motion and having to appear at any hearings on the motion, which I agree. Seeing how she keeps repeating and filing the same motions, she needs to start being fined for this shit. Because this is ridiculous. This is financially crippling, and this is, at this point, just... no, this is obnoxious. Respondents should also show the court that one of the other issues ruled upon by the court on August 3, 2018 related to the child's counselor, and the ruling provided that James Luna is to continue individual therapy with Rebecca Orr, who, by the way, freaking tucked tail and ran for it. If you guys don't remember what I mentioned in my previous video, Rebecca Orr done fled. Rebecca Orr is gone. She couldn't take the heat, and she said bye. So yeah, no, she was part of the original court order August 2018, but she is gone. The petitioner has changed counselors in violation of the court's temporary orders, which I forget the name of the new counselor, but yeah, I know James has a new counselor now. She has changed counselors without the consent or blessing of the court or the respondent father. She now comes to the court with unclean hands. So yeah, no, she's been doing dirty for a while. Prayer. Wherefore, all premises duly considered, respondent Jeffrey Damian Younger pays that upon notice and hearing, the court deny all respects the petitioner's motion to clarify temporary orders, and that the court award respondent reasonable fees and costs for having to respond. Respondent prays for general relief, including all relief previously requested in his pleadings on file with the court. So let me read one more thing here, because it does have to do with the court hearing tomorrow. So Jeff says he does not need to be at the pretrial. It's just going to go on to lawyers. Then they will go into the associate judge's chambers, and they will hear the arguments for the haircuts and the motion to seal. Again, Judge Scott Bishop has already decided about the haircuts. The evaluator is fine with the haircuts. The amicus attorney approves the haircuts. Anna's not taking the hint. And if that judge, because it sounds like the lights are coming on and he's starting to see really what's going on, hopefully, that is my hope. So when they go into that hall tomorrow, that chamber, I really hope that the associate does tells her lawyer just to shove it, because this is getting ridiculous, and seal the motion to seal. Again, they've already tried to tempt fate once by playing with this idea, and the associate judge told Anne that it was not a good idea to seal as to feed the conspiracy theory, which there wasn't one, because she tried to shut everyone up. She tried to put a gag order on Jeff. She tried to keep the story from even surfacing, and it did not happen because Jeff's friends got involved. Other people got involved. So the story has done exploded. There's nothing to seal away now. Everything is public, and I will make everything public again. So please get that through your freaking head. Anyway, so yeah, she's trying these shenanigans all over again, and she's going to try to pull some last minute bullshit. before the trial. And I hope that the trial itself, the actual custody trial, is not too far off because, again, I cannot see the judges, neither the main judge, Kim Cooks, or associate judge, Scott Bishop, dragging this out for too much longer because I imagine this has already caused them enough trouble as it is. So I imagine this is a case they want off their plate as soon as possible. That's my hope and my hypothesis. Anyway, you guys have a good day. The links in the description will be below. YouTube channel, Facebook, website, and donation links as well. So have a good day and keep your fingers crossed and prayers because they're very much needed. Have a good night, guys.